I lived with people with disabilities at L'Arche Daybreak, north of Toronto, in that community for 40 years. And I listened to numbers of parents who face enormous challenges every day. So I'm so thankful for this poverty reduction strategy on behalf of Canadians in need. My friends, a family whose real names I'm not using today, live outside the city for financial reasons. Joe is the loving father who works 4 12-hour shifts, has 4 days off, and then 4 12-hour night shifts. He receives a modest income. Marjorie, his caring wife, is a stay-at-home mom. Their eldest son, John, is very bright and an athletic teenager, and their younger sons, Jim, 12, and Mike, 9, are lively boys who have each been diagnosed with the missing X chromosome. Jim and Mike suffer severe cognitive impairment, extensive seizure activity, especially during the night, spike waves in sleep, and unending attention disorders. Jim has no speech, and Mike's speech has recently gone, so he is increasingly lost in blank stares, hand movements, and squealing noises. Life is never simple for this family, but it's easiest when there's routine, best provided by special education classes in school, attended by both the boys. But this routine is frequently interrupted due to exhaustion from night seizuring and from recurring day-long excursions to Sick Children's Hospital for urgent medical care. Both boys are in diapers, able to walk and eat on their own, but they need constant supervision. If they are left alone, they run outside or disappear in the home, or undo and make a mess with a dirty diaper. This year alone, they have destroyed 3 television sets before the installation of a sturdy plastic enclosure. Now that the boys are bigger and stronger, their grandparents fear to care for them alone, so their parents are the sole caregivers 24/7 during all the summer holidays, school breaks, and all the times apart from school hours. Marjorie and Joe are exhausted, and some of the things they say are, how do we possibly keep going? Who can help us get the services we need? Who will love our children and provide a place of belonging and safety for them in the future? How do we even access services and get on a waiting list? What about our eldest son, John, who has no one-on-one time with either of us, especially since he came home not long ago to find his mother in tears, rocking and banging her head in utter despair. He was frightened and wanted to call an ambulance because he worries for them and they worry for him. And everyone worries for the day that one of the parents will lose it or become ill. So I very much personally want to thank you for this present consultation by the government and your efforts on our behalf and on the behalf of so many friends that I have and others in Canada. Perhaps with your colleagues you will act to offer urgent, needed hands-on support for families in these precarious situations. 2 desperate unmet needs today are, 1, the support of an advocate who finds and connects parents with complicated government, educational, medical, financial, and essential services. What a gift that would be. Second, the need for parent respite and personal time during weekends and school breaks, and especially in the summer, with one parent working full-time outside the household. Finally, I'd like to offer one creative consideration, because costly poverty reduction strategies can be very telling. Our caring for our less fortunate citizens is not simply, though, about money, but about the kind of society that we're trying to create together. Perhaps strategists could step back and consider a larger perspective. that of broadening our higher educational system to utilize the gifts of our young academics and in support of their less fortunate sisters and brother Canadians. Shouldn't our education system include educating young Canadian scholars in human relationships and matters of the heart? Wouldn't it be good for them to give hands-on care for those who need care? Isn't it time to allow them the opportunity and the occasion to experience welcome and gratitude, joy and honesty and unconditional love, the gifts of people with disabilities, while revealing to them their amazing gifts of competency and care? Isn't this a good preparation for young people's future? With such an innovation and creativity, everyone profits and everyone's life is enhanced. So my sincere thanks to each of you for this opportunity to engage our creativity in support of Joe and Marjorie and their precious children. And we all anxiously await your caring action on their behalf.